Okay, hey, welcome. Phew, we made it. It was looking a little doubtful. Anyway, here we are for another live stream brought to you from Atascadero, California. And today we have a special guest in the studio. Say hi, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
She didn't want to be filmed, but she is here.
I'm here.
She's in the studio, and this way she can read the questions. Wes is out filming a surfing competition in Morro Bay, which is streaming live if you want to see it. But so Gail agreed to come out here and do this with me. Now, honey, were you working the cameras when I was playing?
No.
Okay. All right. You'll get another chance at that.
I just had the main camera on.
Okay. All right. So some of these guys want to see the fingers really close up. I don't know why, but they do. And so anyway, here's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be talking about a few guitars that I've got. And I want to talk about some things that I like to show my accelerated students, and I'm going to just share the beginning of it with you. It's on stack fourths. A lot of you might have had that. Hey, honey, who do we got? Who's watching?
Well, we've got, I'm going to mess these names up worse than Wes. He's used to them. De Boyer from Holland.
Oh, yeah.
Jasper
Hi.
in the Netherlands.
Hey, what's happening?
Anita Northern Gun. I'm not sure where she's from. Micmac. Richard
Micmac,
Jenkins,
that's Francis. Hi, Francis.
Andrew Gewurz. W.C. Ray.
You do a better job than me. Hey, WC. And
Jim Rolfe. Good morning, Jim.
Jim Rolfe from Moore Park. Beautiful.
And Christian Dorr. Stephen K.
From Germany.
Yes. Leo
Hi,
Brackle.
Steve. Hey, what's up?
Lackland's here.
Oh, Lackland, what's happening? Did you get that paper I uploaded to your Dropbox? Hope so. Anyway, let me know if the volume is okay and it's coming through okay and all that stuff. So, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. And by the way, the tune I just played was Rhythm Changes. And at the last minute, I decided to play this. I rehearsed it one time through on this Golden Eagle, which I'm going to be showing you. And then at the last minute, because I thought, we're going to do, I got this. Look at this. Birdland. This thing is beautiful. And I have to be honest with you. You know the big deal we made out of the L5 last week with the Crimson and all that stuff? That little booklet belonged to this guitar. I mixed them up. Idiot. So, anyway, that belongs to this guitar. So a Birdland, right? So I thought, well... Anyway, so I got this Birdland, and I'm excited about it. I've had the Birdland. I've had a couple of the Birdland Epiphone Elitas, which are very nice, but not this nice, and doesn't play this well. So anyway, but we're going to do a whole show on this. And actually some of these other guitars. But I've got this 775 back there that we're going to be listing, and I really want to sell it after the first, probably. Got a Gibson ES-135, which I was going to go get, but I didn't because I ran out of time. And we'll do a little thing on that one. I just got in Peter Hendrickson's, what is that thing called, honey?
The Bud 10.
A Bud 10, right. It's got 2 channels, so your Bud can play with you, a 10-inch. And so I got that in. You know what? I'm getting a new Heritage Eagle. Do you remember, Gail, that we got that message from Gerald that he's going to send one?
Yes.
And it was an Eagle, right? Not a 575.
I believe it was an Eagle.
Okay, good. Is Gail's voice loud enough? Say something, honey. No, that's.
Well, I had my mic turned off while you were talking.
Well, you might as well leave it on, sweetheart.
Okay.
Yeah, leave it on. Let's turn it up a little because you're kind of far away from the mic.
Okay.
So only when I play with the track or something, you need to turn that. So.
Okay. We have a question here. W.C. Ray wants to know, how many guitars do you own? I'd like to know myself. I think I'm going to take an inventory.
Well, the inventory is constantly changing, right?
Well, on maybe half of them, maybe.
Well, honey, like I told you, when we're 85, 92, think what these guitars will be worth. And then we can sell one and pay for a month at a retirement home.
Well, we'll see about that. Those prices are going up too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you should buy now, right?
I'm not ready.
Yes, buy now and get in on the price, lock in on the price. So anyway, yeah, so you can either put your money in the bank, which finally the interest rate's coming up, right? You can put it in the bank,
Barely.
or you could put it in the Gibson Bank. And then you can enjoy it. But anyway,
You can enjoy it.
that's true. We'll get you a classic car, honey. Corvette or something.
Yeah,
You
since
want.
you already have one.
Yes, yeah. Well, what's the car you always wanted?
59 T-Bird.
59 T-Bird, convertible. What color, honey?
Red.
Red. Doris Day, the Doris Day guitar or the car. Like I said, we'll examine this guitar when Wes is back, and we can do that. Lachlan says, sounds like a conversation many have had with our others. Crazy. Okay, Golden. We're going to get a Heritage. I got this Golden Eagle. Now, here's the dilemma. I'm going to show you that, and we'll do a special on that too. Should I keep that or keep the L5 we had last week? What do you think? So we'll talk about that later. Got a new Heritage. Got an Eastman 805 coming in beautiful shape. By the way, the Eastman 372s are all gone. And so, yeah, that's about it with the guitar inventory. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot one. You know what I did? I got what did I get, Gail? The Les Paul thing.
Oh, some Heritage Les Paul guitar. I don't know what it is. I've never seen one before.
That's a Heritage H150. I did a trade with a fella, and I got it because I wanted to show it in a Les Paul playing jazz. And then I always got this dream of playing blues, and I thought, maybe this would be nice.
And the collection continues.
That's right, honey. Well, we're going to have to move, get a bigger place, sweetheart. So this guitar has got a... Yes, I cut my finger yesterday. We spent all day yesterday, putting up televisions.
All day.
All day. We had got a new TV. What happened is our one TV broke in the main room. And so we gave that to my son, who can fix that stuff. And you know, so he was able to fix it, but he lives a long ways away. But we bought another one, even bigger, I wanted a bigger TV anyways. So we bought a bigger TV, but then we moved. We actually bought a bigger one for the bedroom, right?
Yes.
Is that how it worked? So we had to move the bedroom one into the guest room. The guest one room, it became a monitor out here.
Yep.
And then it was mounting 4 TVs yesterday.
And unpackaging and...
Yeah, and setting up and pain in the ass. And, we weren't done till what, 8:30?
Yeah. We had to have one of our football playing grandsons come over and lift them up and hang them on the wall for us.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
I don't quite, actually, I can barely move my arms up this way, but so anyway, so that's what we spent all day. We were going to we had a lot of other things on the list, but that didn't happen. Look at it. You see how festive it is here? You got Santa Claus, got this little thing there.
Move your water. There you go.
I got a nativity snow globe last night. At the very end, we went out to shopping for a minute. All right, anybody else got it? Remember, it's your live stream, so you ask questions or whatever.
We have a couple questions here. Micmac asks, is Gail into cars? A little bit, only because Rich is. Jasper says...
Tell them what your first car was.
My first car was a 56 Ford Ranch wagon. It was my grandpa's, and he gave it to me.
Yeah. Should have kept that one.
According to you, you should have kept them all.
That's right. Well, that's what...
then we'd have a car lot.
That's what Dick Clark said. Never sell a car. Okay, what is...
Jasper says, keep the one behind you.
Yeah, instead of the L5?
I guess so.
Okay.
And W.C. Ray says, Rich, did you play a Polytone Mini Brute amp?
No. No. A fella gave me one, and I have it at a music store on consignment.
And Jim wants to know how much storage units are in a Tascadero. Well, that price keeps going up, and we have one, and it's completely full.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pay for another one.
No, I don't either. Yeah, it's completely full, and it's dirty. They get dirty in there. It's not an inside one, so... Yeah, we got to figure some way to keep all that crap out. I don't know, put a curtain up or something.
Yeah, well, it's like a garage door, so some dust and stuff comes in underneath.
Yeah, so.
And Gordon says you have to keep that Parade L5. It's always a treat when you bring it out.
That's one of the ones I was thinking about selling.
Yeah.
But thank you for reaffirming. Because I can't make up my mind. I have a problem with indecision. Gail will tell you that.
Yes. We have Denro from Athens, Georgia. Welcome.
Oh.
And I guess Jim has a Polytone. He and WC are going back and forth about it.
Oh, really?
How much did the Birdland set you back?
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
He
can't tell me. And William Melton is here from Colorado.
Oh, William, what's happening, man?
He's one of our accelerator students.
Right, yeah. He accelerated all the way to the end.
He did.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's, I'm sorry, Gail, were you done?
No, I got, Gordon Zoot brings up a good question. He said the Birdland has a shorter scale. Is that distracting or easy to adjust to?
It's easy to adjust to. I'm not feeling the hottest right now. So, but one of the things, the other thing is the body is thinner. What is that? Maybe 1.5 2 inches. So it's closer to you. So I feel like I've got things here. It's not so much the scale. The scale length is great. push it. Yeah. So I wasn't intending to play that. Only because I played that chord there. But anyway, yeah, God, the chords so much easier. So much easier. The neck is right here too. It's not out here somewhere. It's right here, and it's like, whew, this is cool. So no, it's not hard to adjust. I have an interesting story. I went to a jazz seminar with Anthony Wilson, was the teacher, and he was playing at Birdland from the 50s, I think, and it sounded great. But my friend, who's the son of Mary Osborne, Mary, yeah, thank you. She was there, or he was there, and he said, I just had my mother's L5 completely redone. Would you like to play it? I'll bring it tomorrow. And she said, yeah, that would be fantastic. So I said to Anthony, aren't you worried about the scale length? And he said, nah. And didn't seem to bother him at all. So anyway, he played that guitar.
You play a lot of different scale lengths.
Yeah, I used to think that, I could only play, like Gibson 24 3/4 inch or smaller. But then what happened is my hands got better. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, I can play 25.5 just fine. And then they goes back and forth, but so what I then decided, I think I like the larger scale better. I just go back and forth. It doesn't really matter. I'm so used to playing them all. So now that's opposite of what Joe Pass says. He said, get one guitar and stick with it.
Well, we have a couple people who think it sounds amazing. Somebody said it sounds bright. And do you prefer that?
Not necessarily.
And W.C. Ray wants to hear a Christmas medley on it.
Okay. I wonder if well, we're going to feature this guitar some other time. We'll do it, but let's see. And camera. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is trebly. It cuts through the band. So that's one of, it depends on how you want to think about it. The guitar is built to fly, though. It's a Birdland.
Somebody asked about the Birdland. Let's see. How does this one differ from an Epiphone elitist version?
It sounds better. It's I don't know. It's got that. It just sounds better. This thing is. It's just really put together. It's the kind of thing you really can't explain it. Mark Larkin, I see he's here.
He's there.
He explained it well. The Epiphone will get you 80% there, but the higher end guitars get you all the way there. So it's little things. It's the fretwork. The fretwork on this is beautiful. And it's just a beautiful sounding axe, man.
It is very bright, though. It's very bright in here.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Because of the smaller body, and the scale length, it doesn't push as much air.
Lachlan asked if you could talk about your right hand technique on chord melody and fingerstyle.
Okay. I usually just play with fingers. I have friends like Bruce Foreman. He does a lot of that stuff with the pick. So he can jump to the pick.
How do you do it?
Well, I usually just go. I usually just play with one finger there. So yeah, that's what I do, just kind of that.
Maybe Lachlan can ask some more questions about that on his next
Oh yeah, it's next.
lesson.
Yeah. I mean, this guitar also, camera.
Thank you.
It's got kind of a pretty tone, doesn't it? This is the in-between sound. So here's the back pickup. But you know what? We're spending all this time on this guitar, and we're going to use up. Wes is going to be mad at me, and you don't want that to happen. Am I right?
You're right. Yep. Because you never hear the end of it.
The wrath of Wes.
Hey, Jim, tell Linda hello for me.
Oh, Jim Ruffy.
I have a question here that Vapage 100 bought a used AR 810CE a couple weeks ago on reverb and found that the top was separating from the side on the lower bout. And he asked if you've ever seen this on Eastman's before.
No, I never have.
Maybe it got too moist or something.
Too dry.
Dry?
All right, so I've seen them split, the top split, but I've never seen it come away from the lower bout. What you might try doing is, Dan Irwin did this on a guitar, but it seemed to work. I like his videos. I like that guy, the Stu Mac guy. Anyway, and what he did is you basically take a trash bag, a kitchen trash bag, and you put the body in it, close it up here, tight. But before you do that, put in a couple of. Now, what I did is I took 2 sponges, soaked them in water, rinsed them out, took 2 sponges, put them in a little plastic sandwich bag, and I cut one side of it so air could get in and out of it. Okay, and then I put those in the guitar, and so in the bag with the guitar. You know, you'll have to find out how to do it so they're not just sitting on them. And lo and behold, the next morning when I got up, and I couldn't find the split.
Wow.
Yeah. So the
That's
guitar had just dried out too much and split, and then you can fix that, and then you're off to the races.
It's worth giving it a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? So.
Whoops, he's stuck there.
So. Come on, get off of there.
W.C. Ray says he just turned 70. Welcome to the club.
Yeah,
And his hands are daily closing with arthritis.
oh, really?
Boy, keep them moving. Exercise them. Rub them with, you know,
Yeah.
pain cream or even olive oil or
Olive
coconut
oil, I used to do that a lot. That
Yeah.
helps. Olive oil. Oh, olive oil. Olive oil or, and then that DMSO. Yeah, don't
And
give up
Tiger
on it.
Balm. DMSO and Tiger Balm works good for Rich.
Yeah. And also, we talked about this before. When you're sitting around, take those joints and move them. You know what I mean? Like, just pull them.
Yeah, not too hard. You don't want to
Oh, yeah.
break them or hurt them.
Don't pull your finger off. Gail, pull my finger.
No thanks. I'm not falling for that again.
So, yeah, just doing that, really working them. Get those joints, you know, don't let them. Yeah, WD-40, somebody said here. Why not? I've
Yeah.
heard that. What is it, fish oil or something?
Supposedly.
WD, that stands for water displacement, and it's the 40th try. All right, so this is a Heritage Golden Eagle with 2 pickups. Highly sought after, I must say.
Yes. There's not too many of those around.
No, there isn't. They're mostly floating pickups. And so I have one with 1 pickup, and I have one with 2 pickups. I know I'm spoiled.
Yep.
You don't have to tell me. It's the word isn't spoiled. It's blessed. Yeah.
Well, if I'm still around when you're gone, I'm going to just have a big yard sale and sell them all.
Yeah. That's a good idea, honey. Might as well just sell them all as a lot. Take them away. Actually, you're better off giving them away. Give them to a school. Write them off. Of course, you got to, you got to make money to do that. That's what Stevie Wonder does with all his old equipment. He'll donate it to a college or university and stuff, and then you can write that. Of course, I would imagine you write it off when you buy it. I don't know. That's what I read, something. So.
Mark Larkins is asking for Breezin'.
Oh, on the Birdland, probably, huh?
Probably.
Well,
And W.C. Ray wants to know if it's all solid woods on the Birdland.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then John Smith says, "Hi, Rich. I know you enjoyed the picture of the Musso 400. Did you enjoy the attached guitar duet piece to the email last week from me? I don't recall seeing that.
I didn't remember seeing that either.
Yeah, maybe you could send it again. Send it to rich@guitarcollege.com.
What are you doing over there? Are you You like knocking around?
Oh, the mic cord. Every time I touch the mic cord, it makes noise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so, yeah.
William Melton wants to come to the yard sale. He wants the Golden Eagle.
Yeah, yard sale, invitation only. That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yes. Okay, you gonna play a song for us?
Yeah.
Jim said he's been working on that song this week.
Well, I could do it better than that.
Yes, you can. It's probably pretty tough with a Band-Aid on your finger, though.
Camera. Hi. Camera. There.
I told you to put some super glue on your finger instead of a Band-Aid.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what's been happening. You want to hear my health problems? Of course you do. So I went on a fast for 3 days now. This is the 4th day. So I'm hoping, to quit all these meds that I was taking and stuff. And so I'm trying to get my body to heal itself. I get this rheumatoid crap. Whoops, you shut off the guitar, I think. There. Anyway, so I've been doing that. And it's turned out I've been a little stiffer than usual, so things aren't working right. But anyway, any other things, Gail? What do we got going on here?
Jasper says you think Mark Knopfer might be thinking along those lines. I'm not sure what he's referring to, but you probably know.
What lines?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe about the humidifying the guitar. And Mark says, thanks for the suggestions on the Eastman.
Oh, about the humidity?
Yeah.
Humidifier.
Yeah. John's going to resend the email to you, so we'll have to look
Okay.
for that. Jim says, I can play that 1/3 that speed. Nice arrangement. Good arrangement to keep one's brain in shape. Yes, and fingers.
Yeah, well, that was the song that we heard Parker Hastings play when he was 12 years old. And that's the one. I was like, get out of here. What's...
He was just playing it like nobody's business.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the kind of song you can't whip out. You got to practice that. But yeah, Parker, just like, holy crap. Anyway.
Yeah, you can look it up on YouTube. Parker Hastings playing Jingle Bell Rock. And he's like, Rich said, 12 years old, maybe at the oldest.
Yeah.
The guitar's bigger than he is.
Yeah, he might have been even like 9 or 10. Yeah. It's crazy.
Okay. Anita said she likes that amber orange burst on that fat body.
I hope you're talking about the guitar. Yeah, isn't that pretty?
It is a unique finish.
Yeah.
You don't see too many like that.
I forget what they call it.
Well,
I don't know. We'll have to look it up one of these days.
I think that was described pretty well.
Mark,
orange burst.
Oh, Mark is selling his guitars. A lot of guys are doing that. And they're selling their song catalogs and everything.
Yeah, somebody else we just saw the other day was selling all their guitars. William's been working on Christmas time.
That's good. Oh, that's so wonderful.
Micmac says, for 2 minutes of music, I have to practice 6 months.
Yeah.
Depends on the song.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll tell you, I remember when Rich was first learning how to play fingerstyle. Oh my gosh, I was ready to shoot him. He would just practice the same things over and over and over again. It was, yeah.
It's painful.
It took a long time.
Remember this, man?
Keep working on it. Oh, now that wasn't fingerstyle stuff. That was just your, what was that, a trumpet book or something?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. Stop.
Yeah.
That was when we first got married. If I didn't know what I was in for.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, you're funny, go. Yeah, she didn't know. Yeah, that was a closé book for clarinet.
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 Even worse, huh?
By the way, I think, clarinet would be a wonderful instrument for a retired person to play. It keeps your fingers moving and your lungs moving at the same time. So I was thinking about taking up clarinet.
Oh, God.
That'd be fun. Or you ought to, honey.
Yes.
We could do
I
it.
am so musical.
Well, yeah.
Musically challenged.
You could do that, play clarinet. That'd be fun.
Jim said, yeah, all the Jerry Reed stuff, working on that fingerstyle stuff. Yes.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And Roland said he's working on O Tannenbaum.
Oh, good. Good, Roland.
And Francis Micmac says, as soon as the stitches are removed from his thumb.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Oh, you had surgery.
Then he'll make a Georgia video. Hope you heal fast.
Yeah,
Francis.
no kidding. How many years did you work next to Ted Green? Oh, I don't know. How long you think I was at? Well, at the store, I don't know, maybe a year. I don't know.
At least a year, yeah. Oh, spam risk.
And then, oh,
It's for you, honey.
and then with Ted on the
Books.
the books. I was at the publisher. Worked for the publisher.
Dale Zdenek.
Really, Jim? You have two. Jim's got two clarinets. What's better than one clarinet? No. What's better than two clarinets? One.
None.
Oh, I could go for that. Yeah. Tenor sax is much easier than clarinet if you're serious. Really. I did play tenor sax in high school for a minute in the band, beginning band.
Does that kick you out or something?
No. Mr. Hellerstein.
Jasper would like to hear you play Yakety Axe. That's a song that Rich's mom always requested him to play. He might have to work on that one. That's been a decade or so since you've played it.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if that's in here. I don't even know.
In where?
In my track list.
Oh, probably not. I knew a bass player that had carpal tunnel syndrome that switched to giving tuba lessons instead of bass lessons. Yeah, I guess a lot of bass players do play tuba, huh?
Well, that's
Or vice versa.
Same concept.
Right. Marching band and...
How many tuba players does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. Get it?
Yep.
Yeah.
John Smith says one big flaw with the clarinet, the reeds drive you nuts. Yeah, that's finding the right ones and keeping them in good shape, I guess, huh? Moist. And...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Tuvwxy, Yakety Axe.
Anita says working on Nutcracker Suite and Brazilian sleigh bells here.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like some good holiday song. Oh, here we go. Yee-haw!
All right, so 4 bars. See, I don't know how long the intro is. I never know when to come in on that. 1. See, it's some weird number.
Well, maybe you could work on that for next week.
I could.
Yes. John Smith, we'll have to check on that soundtrack when we get back in the office. We don't have a computer out here in the studio right now.
Okay, good. Camera, you got to get my face.
Oh, why?
Aren't you looking at the monitor?
I'm reading the questions, honey. That's what you pay me for.
By the way, if you like what Gail does, send her a tip.
Get a day job.
Yeah. Get a divorce. All right, let's see. Let me play a tune. Somebody asked for Let It Snow last week, so that's why I thought I'd do it.
Francis says you come in when they start paying you. I like that.
Yeah. How do you know when a girl singer's at the door? When she can't find the key and she doesn't know when to come in. Is that funny? Funny? No, not so funny.
Funny, ha-ha.
Okay, here it comes. So you might want to mute the overhead mic.
Okay. Very nice.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful.
Let it snow. We don't get snow around here. I know a lot of you are probably snowed in now.
Yes.
John Smith says he likes the cloud inlays. I guess eagles soar in the clouds, right?
Oh, wow.
And I suppose that would be a golden burst since it's a golden eagle.
Yes, good. That's good, Gil. You
Yes.
get a cookie.
Thank you. Christmas cookie?
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Good, honey. Good. Funny, honey.
So how's that one to play?
Fine. It's fine. I'm not happy with anything I do today. So
Or any other day for that matter.
I'm taking this Band-Aid off. See, I'm going to take it off. See if it helps.
I told you.
Well, I don't know how I did it, but you slice yourself right on the tip of the finger.
Probably putting up all those TVs yesterday. Some
Damn
little
TVs.
piece of metal you rubbed your finger across.
We spend, the Americans spend a lot of time on TV, I guess, huh? That's the difference I notice about really professional people and the masses like me. They don't relax in front of the television. They relax by doing something, like a lot of them playing guitar. Isn't that funny?
That's true. Yep.
Very true.
Well, I don't play guitar, so I like to watch TV.
Yeah.
In the evening. It helps me.
I do
It helps
too.
me unwind. Wine and a TV show.
That's true, yeah. So this is the 775, which I'm going to get on the website one of these days.
Yes, that one is definitely for sale, right?
Yeah.
I know you got about 2 or 3 other guitars that are very similar to that you're keeping.
Yes. Well, I mean, I have 2 of these, so I was which one I'm going to keep. I don't keep going back and forth, but I decided to just do this one. I took it to play a gig the other night, and God dang it sounded good.
That's the problem. He thinks he wants to get rid of them, and he takes them to a gig and comes back and says, nope.
Do you hear that? Is that an airplane?
Yeah.
Let's see. I had a list of songs I was going to play.
Francis said I'm doing a great job. Thank you, Francis. WC would like Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
All right. Let's see.
Someone's putting a Band-Aid on their finger so they can sound as good as you. Something like that. Nice. Beautiful. And of course, all the songs Rich plays, the arrangements, video lesson, PDF, tracks, whatever, all on the Guitar College Library website. So you can learn them too. We have some interesting comments here.
Yeah? Mofo
says Slash of Gun N' Roses fame recently released a book about jazz guitar. Huh.
Really?
Well, maybe he's working to
That's cool.
yeah, play some different music. That's great.
He's a Valley boy who invented that persona. What a great idea. I mean, that's how the music business is, right? You're a persona that has to be done, I guess. All right, I'm sorry, Ellen.
That's okay. Hi, Rob. He said it's fun to hear me. I wish I could see you.
Rob Riggs?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Robin. How are you today?
And Andrew suggested that I buy you a new chair that doesn't squeak. It's not the chair, it's Rich. Yes, we should at least oil it or something.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah.
This chair
I have had
squeaks.
this. How long have I had this chair?
Oh,
20,
decades.
30 years?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know.
W.C. Ray says, wow, I should have studied my Mickey Baker book closer.
Yeah. Mickey Baker. You know, he was the hot studio musician in New York, you know, for the pop tunes.
Oh.
I remember talking to the lion sleeps tonight.
I have
That
no
guy?
idea who that was. Yeah.
George Spiegel, something like that, I think, or something. Anyway, he was saying that, yeah, we always wanted to have Mickey Baker on our sessions. Mickey Baker was the man.
And we have Per Harold Matheson says, nice playing. Gordon
Thank you.
says he can play that song on piano, but he's hoping to get it down on guitar this year.
Cool.
Don Spain said, dang, that Band-Aid didn't work.
You mean taking it off?
No, putting one on. He wanted to try it. Is it only 2 pages, the Slash Jazz book? It's only 2 chords.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Uh,
The Birdland is easier to play. It is.
so is this 775 25 and a half inch scale?
No, 24 3/4.
And is that what the Eagle is too?
No, the Eagle's 25.
Okay. So we got 3 different.
We have 3 different lengths
Scale
here.
lengths,
Yeah, interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm. Gordon loves the inlays on that.
I do too. Yeah, these inlays. Apparently, they're not just from Howard Roberts. They came earlier than that from Epiphone inlays that they had. Personally, you know what I like the best is banjo inlays. I think they're neat. Like what's on that old L4 that I have.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't know about that guitar?
well,
Yeah, you did. Remember we got it at the show?
that's what you always say.
What?
Remember that guitar? We got it at the guitar show.
Yeah. By
Yes.
the way, there's some guitar shows coming up. Oh, we had to talk about the fest.
Yes.
Jazz Guitar Fest. Wow, man. So I think it's safe to say that, well, Wolf Marshall will probably be there teaching. And so he's coming, I hope. We just got somebody else that wanted to reserve a table for the sponsored thing. Peter, of course, Peter Hendrickson is going to be there, and he's...
Come on out and try those Hendrickson amps.
There you go.
Rich will be playing one next week. He'll be demoing it for you.
Yeah.
Couple more things here.
Okay.
It Mofo says it is a really short book. Slash's book.
What is the Mickey Baker book?
No, the
Oh,
Slash book. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And W.C. Ray wants to know: are you selling the Ed Schaefer guitar?
God, I haven't played that.
Call me. Call me. I think that's another Robin, isn't it? Robin Ray. Gordon.
Yeah, see? I can make some of those chords there.
The 775 looks a lot like a 175. Now, good observation. What's the difference between a 775 and a 175?
$600.
Dollars?
probably. No, this has got all the fancy headwork, ebony fretboard. The pickup is pushed up against the
Fretboard.
Yeah. Otherwise, it really is the same body, but with a lot nicer ornamentation. But
Just upgraded.
But the fact that this pickup is pushed up is a big, giant difference. That's why you say this guitar sounds so trebly. I mean, look at how close the pickup is to the bridge here. You see, see that, and look at how it's a big, long distance there. You see it, and even bigger on the Golden Eagle. So that's one of the reasons. I don't know the Ed Schaefer. Gosh, I haven't played that. I love that guitar though. Should get that out and play it more. Except I got all these other. Wow. So.
Well, now what are you going to play for us?
Well, I was going to go back to Yakety Sax.
Try to find out where to come in.
Yeah. It's not 4 bars. Maybe it's 6 bars. Something stupid. And it's my track.
Oh, you made the track?
Yeah.
And you don't know when to come in on it. Should have given yourself a cue on it or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. Sorry. You know what? I'll try to get that together, but because I like that song. I gotta learn it too. Never mind.
Gordon says, Wolf Marshall, excellent. Well, we're hoping he can make it.
Yeah.
But we got some other great teachers that have taught at universities and great players. We got Pat Kelly and Adam Levine and Brad Rebution and Mitch Holder and Bruce Foreman and who else?
Tom
Rotella. Seems like there's another one I'm missing. I don't have my computer on.
You said Brad.
Yes. Maybe that's it. We have a couple more that we're kind of have on the line, so we'll keep you posted as we reel them in. But it will be a fun weekend. It starts Friday afternoon with the registration and the exhibits will be up and everything, and we'll have a concert that evening. And then Saturday and Sunday, both days, we'll have classes all day long, 10 to 5.
Yeah.
With all the teachers, players that are there. And then another concert on Friday night and another one on Saturday night. So you'll get to hear everybody play. We'll have music all day long in the lounge there in Cambria Pines Hotel. It's a beautiful little town. It's a beautiful hotel.
Oh, yeah.
And there's lots of other hotels around in the Cambria area, Cayucas, Morro Bay, or San Simeon. There's a lot to see around there and a lot to do.
Yeah, so. California coast is just really the most.
Yes. Yes, Jim, I said Bruce F.
Bruce?
Maybe he'll even do a comedy show for us.
Oh.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, too.
Gordon asked if you have the same strings on the Birdland. If
yes,
so,
they all have the same strings.
Do they feel a bit slack?
No. No, the shorter the scale, the tighter the string.
I think all his guitars, except for the rock ones, have his custom gauge strings on them.
You know, when you compare the sound of these now, This Birdland doesn't sound too bad, does it?
Nobody ever said it sounded bad.
Yeah.
Said it was just bright.
See, I can play that chord on this. Okay.
What's next on your agenda there? I know you have a lesson to do today.
I do? Oh, a lesson. Oh, hello. You know what? Let's play something. Yep. Let's play All the Things You Are as a samba. Whoa. Okay. Sorry, just had to get that off my chest.
What song was that?
All the Things You Are.
I would not have known.
And most of the things you ain't.
Okay. Well, your fingers seem to work good on that one.
It's the guitar.
Oh.
It felt better on this guitar.
W.C. Ray said, how's the woman tone on that one?
Oh, the woman tone. What does that mean?
Well,
Woman.
and STMG Music seems that the Birdland sounds a little bit like my Gibson Country Gentleman with Anikos.
Anikos, yeah.
Love the brighter tone.
Yeah, I don't think that these pickups, I don't know what these are. But this Birdland's a 2014, so I suppose we could look it up and see what's in those. Yeah, so...
Probably the depth of the guitar, too. The Country Gentleman's not a real fat body, is it?
Right. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're right, honey. Honey,
I have it recorded now. Gordon says nice. And
Nice.
Anita said that's a good one. The
Oh.
Birdland plus Rich sound awesome. You know, I told Rich a couple decades ago that the playing situation makes a difference in the guitar, because he had a Gibson guitar a long time ago. I don't remember which one it was that he just loved the tone of. But when he played it with his quartet, it just didn't sound very good. And I always told him that. And then I listened, and it was because it had a deep woody tone. It kind of blended in with the keyboards. So we determined that he had to get a brighter guitar. And at that time, I think you were endorsed by Hofner.
Right.
And their guitar had a really bright sound that sounded good playing in a band.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's a
guess
good point.
there are different guitars for different situations, maybe.
That's why
Playing
you have to
situation.
have 40. Well, you know.
You need 40 gigs.
Yeah. So there's a gig tonight. I ain't going to go to it. It's, I feel bad, but really not really too bad.
Not bad enough.
Not bad enough. So I play with this little big band, 3 horns, bass drums, piano, and guitar. And it's outside
At the beach.
at the beach, and it's going to be cold. And cold for me is anything below 65. So what is it? What'd you say it's supposed to be, like 55 degrees tonight?
Yeah, it would be about 60 when you started playing and about 55 when you were done. Plus damp, humid.
Yeah. Yeah, so what happens is this finger, just this finger, goes totally numb. I can't feel a thing. I don't know what's going on with that, but it just goes numb, and I can't play. It's just totally useless. I told the keyboard player, look, if I come, my hands are going to be in a pocket with a hand warmer, and I'll play the solos, play my solo, and that's it. I ain't comping at all. And but anyway, they'll get along fine without me.
Yeah. Well, it's more with this band. You're more a part of the rhythm section with solos now and then, and they got the keyboard to cover that. So.
Right. Although I do get to play a lot of lines. I play a lot of lines with this band. Not because they want me to, because the music gets written out, with the melodies. And so when I play the melodies with the horn sections, I think it sounds so cool. Horns and guitar playing a melody. But
do you have to put your guitar out of tune to play with the horns?
Yeah, got to be sharp. Yeah. So, yeah, and that's another thing. Tonight's going to be a nice out-of-tune night.
Yeah, outside in the cold, yeah.
So I kind of feel bad, but not enough to go. So I told him I might not be there.
Danielle said she's glad she brought her T-style guitar out on Sunday night. The place was packed and louder than usual. Well, that's good. And
What do you mean, a Telecaster?
yeah, probably. It's T-style, yeah. She thinks the arch top would have been difficult. Maybe wouldn't have cut through as much, I guess she means.
Yeah, and then when you play at a larger volume, it starts feeding back like crazy.
That's true.
So,
W.C. Ray says, roll back the tone. I guess he's telling that to Danielle.
Oh,
All the things in Samba was so cool. Track, players, and mix right
Yeah.
in there.
wow, cool. You know, sometimes you win. Most of the time you lose. Sometimes you win, though.
And he said the solo player's not too bad either. Said you get a great tone on that Birdland, Gordon said.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm getting excited about this thing.
And STMG Music says, is it possible you could explain a drop 2 voicing or give reference to a lesson in which you do a lesson on that?
I don't know what it is. I mean, I've learned what it is, and I can't remember what it is.
So it's nothing you use, huh?
Well, I play it. It's just a label for chords you play. But actually, drop 2. You know,
Maybe you could research that for next week.
yeah. I've learned the expression, and I can't remember what it is. Let's see. That's all right. But tell you what, we were going to do a lesson, right?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to do a lesson on stacked fourths. And basically what that means, your guitar is in fourths pretty much, right? E, A, D, G. Those are fourths. Then it skips it. It goes to a B, and then there's another fourth there, E. So fourth voicings actually are pretty easy to play. And so if I take this note here and go, and let's say I'm in the key of F, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play every note in the key of F on every string. Now I'm going to combine them. Now I'm going to add one more fourth underneath. You might get close up, sweetheart. That's good, yeah. Let's see which camera.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. And then now I'm going to add the D string. If I take that same idea on the next string groups, 5, 4, 3, 2, I get this. Conscious of the top note. Remember, I'm just going up like here's D. I'm just thinking of the top note because that's where our melody note will be. Now, I can play a melody with those stacked fourths and it sounds really cool. It changes keys right here to the key of A flat and then back to F. Even a simple song like Twinkle Twinkle sounds good. Or even Jingle Bells. So the stacked fourth idea is really a profound idea because you can do so much so much stuff with it, especially when you're playing songs in one, they go for a long time in one key. What song is this? Oh, this is in B flat though. So you have to do it now in B flat.
I can hear bells ringing in the background.
So you get the idea? The stacked fourths are really cool also for comping. Because if, let's say I'm playing a 2-5-1, the F scale sounds great through that, right? Well, so would these chords. They just sound so cool. Did I talk about this last week?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was a good idea. It bared repeating.
Yes.
All right, so here's the cool thing. Once you memorize your stacked fourths, and you start thinking about, okay, well, wait a minute, everything just isn't, let's say, in the key of F. All right, what are some of the chords that might be in the key of F that are secondary dominants, like going to A7 to D minor? So if you have the difference between an A7 and the key of F is one note, the C sharp. If you can find a C sharp, now you've got a cool jazz chord, still using your quadrants, but just manipulating it by one note. Let me show you. Here's this quadrant. Better go close up, honey. I like, All right, now I need a C sharp. Now I have an A chord. It's an A, sharp 9, sharp 5. So, you hear it? Hear how it resolves to D minor. All right, here's another chord right here. Here's this next stack fourth. I need to take and lower that D to a C sharp. Now look I got a bona fide A7. Okay. It's a little cowboy sounding, but we'll work on that later. Here's this one. And there's no C sharp very close. But there is one down here, so I could go maybe. Ooh, isn't that a pretty sound? Can you see that? Wow, I can actually play it on this guitar. Okay, so here's this. Add the C sharp. Now I have an augmented. I have an A7 of some sort. It doesn't really matter. I'm in the key of F. Odds are you're going to have the B flat, which is flat 9, and you're going to have the F with sharp 5. Okay. Here's this one. Here's that chord. Lower that C sharp, and now I kind of A7. Here's this note, chord. Lower this a half step. Now you've got an A chord there. Here's this one. Raise that. You've got an A7 of some sort. Here's this chord. Lower that to a C sharp. That's some kind of A chord. Okay, so yeah, taking the stack fourths, changing them into something else is really powerful, very powerful.
Well, we'll have to work on that. We gave them a review this week.
Okay.
We have a few comments here.
Okay.
Anita said horns rock. I know you like horns too, and you like to work in a big band and stuff.
Right.
Gordon says it's only 2 degrees centigrade here tonight in Birmingham. I hope you don't have an outdoor gig. He said he wears fingerless gloves this time of year. You used to wear those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the tip of my finger would still freeze. It didn't do any good.
Yeah. W.C. Ray says roll the tone for the woman tone.
So you mean... Is that the woman tone?
I don't know.
Oh, baby.
Lance has an interesting thing here. A while back, I acquired a Gibson L5, then bought an Epiphone Birdland. More recently, a Gibson Birdland. Prefer the Gibson Birdland to all three. Is it the scale length or the...
Well, the Epiphone and the Gibson would be the same.
The Birdlands, yes.
Yeah. What do you think is the difference between the Epiphone and the Gibson?
Birdland.
Yeah, Birdland.
Hmm.
So anyway.
Yes. Anyway, Gordon also says, joy to the world. And he says, it was a revelation to me when you talked about the stacked fourths last week. Can't get over how effective they sound. And Jim said, yes, very cool. And STMG Music, appreciate the lesson, extremely valuable. So.
No kidding. Anyway, so cool. Thanks, guys. That's great. Well, Gail, what do you think? You think we ought to keep going? You guys got some last... I'll play another tune, and then if you guys got any questions, we'll pick those off, and then...
Sounds good.
Move on to something else. I always love the tune "Beautiful Love." Let's play that. What the hell? I play it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
Cooking right along.
Great. You can tell that's a song you play frequently.
Frequent. Yes, I frequent the song quite often. I love that song. I love it. It's got those little surprises in it.
Nice. W.C. Ray wants to know what your favorite floating pickup for an archtop is.
I guess just a Jimmy Smith, you know, made by whoever.
The pickup? Floating pickup?
Yeah. Johnny Smith. Johnny Smith.
Who is Jimmy Smith?
Who is? And who cares? Oh, gosh. You guys have got to check this new series out by Rob Reiner, right? The actor and movie producer. It's a podcast about who killed JFK. It's got some revelations in it. You need to if you're into that stuff. And that was a big thing for me for all of us at that age, right? When that happened. Rob Reiner was saying he was 16. I was more like 11. But you still remember that day. But start listening to that series. You're going to be enlightened.
Interesting.
Oh.
Okay, we got another question here. Guthrie Govan, please can you do waves? Wave. Maybe next week you can do that.
Who's that?
I'm sure Mark Wilkerson would love to hear it too.
Oh, yeah, everybody yeah. And Mark, I'm sorry I didn't do Breezin'. But we could do Wave next week.
Okay.
And that.
Rich, that Birdland is one of your best sounding guitars. That's what Francis says.
Really? And
Yep.
Francis has heard them all.
Probably so.
Thank you, Francis. Wow.
Anita says you must have WD-40'd those fingers. They appeared warmed up and flexing at show-off levels. Magnificent.
Thank you, Anita.
And Gordon says Billy Bird and Hank Garland. They must have played Birdlands, huh? Or that's
Well,
what that was named after?
Yeah, they invented it.
What's the nut width on a Birdland?
Well, on this one, it's 11/16. If you get one from the late 60s, it's 9/16, which would be interesting. Do you remember that George guy that came to the guitar show I had that Birdland wanted to sell me.
Yes.
Should have bought it. But that was 9/16 nut width. Yeah.
Shorter scale and narrower.
And narrow. Yeah, we're getting close to a ukulele now. So anyway, well, look at you guys. Gail, thank you for doing all this.
Happy to be here.
And she didn't want a camera, which I think, doesn't she have a great radio voice? You got a great voice, honey, when you talk to you on the phone. You sound so happy and everything.
Well, thank you.
And then, but she didn't want a camera.
But not in person, huh?
Not so much in well, it's not, it's your voice is nice, it's the words you say. I'm just kidding. I've never seen a red Birdland before. Really want one now.
Yes, Wes might be out of a job, but he does a lot more than just talk. We need him.
Yeah, there's a...
Well, folks, this wraps up another show. We'll be back the same Mayberry time and station next week.
Way to go, Barney.
See y'all then.
Are you Andy or Barney?
I'm Aunt B, I guess.
Oh, Andy. I don't know, maybe the scale length I'm really agreeing with.
You agree with all of them.
Yeah, right on.
Thank you.